Oh, mind your head, low overhanging branches. Hey everyone, welcome once again to Isolation Libations. I'm Joey Joyce. I'm your bartender, your host, the only person who's here. So I guess I'm my own guest too. Anyway, Isolation Libations. Isolation Libations. I've only said it 74 times now. This is episode number 74. I think I would start to be able to say it right, but you know, practice makes perfect. Oh man, what a start, what a start, what a start. Yeah, well anyway, it doesn't seem like things are changing anytime soon, so I will be continuing to make these cocktail videos for you. And the reason that we make these cocktails is to pair with Brian Chartrand's music on his happy half hour on facebook.com/Brian Chartrand music. Now, Brian hit 80. He's gonna do 81 today. So I'm a little behind, 6 behind. I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up. It's killing me. All right, get that guy. All right. Let's see. Well, since we're off to such a fun start, let's have a shot of chartreuse, shall we? Shot of chartreuse, shall we? With Brian Chartrand. Cheers. All right, now let's get down to business. Now, was it yesterday? Was it the day before? It was the day before. We did the Alaska cocktail. Now that's Old Tom gin, yellow chartreuse, orange bitters, stirred, served up. I hadn't had it in a long time. I made it. It came across as being a little bit sweet for my taste. I love that chartreuse, as you can see. It's the green. It's a little bit more herbal, a little bit more assertive. So, but the Alaska being such a simple, basic cocktail, I was thinking that would be a really great kind of jumping off point to making some little riffs, little plays, little Alaska inspired cocktails. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. And maybe the next couple episodes. I don't know. I had a few different ideas to kind of play off of it. And I thought it might be fun just to kind of do a whole like Alaska riff series. Just keep making them until we run out of ideas. What else are we going to do? You know, I don't know. So this one I'm going to call the Southeast Alaska. Real creative. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hold your applause. The reason it's called the Southeast Alaska is because the southeastern part of Alaska, kind of that inside passage, is like, what is it, a temperate rainforest? Is that what it's called? But it's very green, very mossy, very damp, very rainy, gorgeous. But I thought, since we're not using yellow, using green, it's going to be more of a green cocktail. Kind of makes sense. And then also, we're not going to use the Old Tom gin. We're going to be using my favorite, the St. George Spirits Terroir gin. Now this has that real intense like Douglas fir. Yes, I know it's from California botanicals, but it still evokes that same foresty feel to me. So I think it's going to work just fine. I wish I had that juniper gin from Alaska. That would be great to be using that, but it's at Brian's house. Brian said, I asked if I could take a little bit with me when I left Arizona. He said, get the hell away from that juniper gin. He stumbled over it. I'm just saying what he said. He wouldn't let me take any. I begged, I pleaded. He said, no, get out and go back to Bend. That's what he said. It really hurt my feelings. All right. Whoa, what a weird episode. What is it? What's today? Wednesday? Anyway. All right, one of the things about the Alaska that I found, it just a little bit too thick. So I said a little too sweet, also a little too thick to me. So instead of doing all chartreuse, I'm gonna half it with Dolan Dry Vermouth. The beautiful brand new bottle, just got it yesterday. I've already went through a bit. That's gonna help dry out the cocktail a little bit, lighten up the texture, the viscosity, not make it quite so syrupy, and also not using the Old Tom, using just a standard gin, hardly standard, but you know what I mean, is gonna help kind of thin that out as well. Now I am gonna use a little bit of sea salt, which can sometimes make it feel a little bit more viscous, so well, we'll just see how that works. I wanted that little hint of smoke, and maybe a slight amplification of flavors, so we're using the Maldon smoked sea salt. Now this just smells like a campfire to me. It smells kind of like, I don't know, like alderwood or cedar, maybe a little hickory. Maybe not quite to that point, but again, it's made me think of like if you're in Southeast Alaska and you're doing your little campfire and there's a bunch of trees and it's green and that nice little smoke smell infused with that evergreen aroma. Just seemed like it would be cool. And then to add even a little bit more herbal flavors, because you can never have enough, I'm gonna do a little spritz of absinthe just in our glass, just to give it one more little layer, note of flavor of herbal green happiness. And again, orange bitters, like the classic Alaska, but we're using the Fee Brothers this time, the gin barrel aged. Again, because I like the little gin notes, little botanical notes in there as well. If you can tell, I love botanical things. I love real herbal, unique flavors are kind of my favorite. So, all right, and that's a lot of talking. What time is it? I got about 25 minutes till Brian Chartrand is on doing his music. And I don't know how many minutes I have until I lose your interest, but we could have already passed that time. I don't know. But let's make this drink. All right. First things first, that little bit of salt. I know you probably can't see that, but like, boo, like that much. Just a tiny little pinch. You don't want to do too much salt. You don't want to drink salt water. It's not good. But a little accent is cool. All right. And then let's go to our orange bitters. I think 2 dashes should suffice for this. Now with the Dolan, I'm going to use 1/2 ounce. Oh, it's so good when the brand new fresh bottle makes you just want to pour yourself a little shot. And if it's your bar and you're the guest and you're the owner and you're everything, you do what you want. So that's what I'm doing. All right, now the green chartreuse, 1/2 ounce as well. So like I said, we're kind of balancing the dry vermouth and the green chartreuse equal parts. So if you think about it, what other cocktail is this like proportion-wise? It's like a Manhattan, pretty much. It's like 2 ounces of major main spirit, 1 ounce of kind of a modifier, sweetener, herbaler, that's a new one. So instead of doing 2 ounce rye whiskey, 1 ounce sweet vermouth, going 2 ounce gin, 1 ounce of that kind of vermouthy aspect. So again, it's not rocket science. I cannot talk tonight. Tonight, it's day. It's sunny. It's daytime. I can't talk. What was I saying? It's not rocket science. Yeah, talking is not rocket science either, and I'm struggling with that. So, yeah, these formulas work for a reason. If you only have this much space to make something, there's only so many ways, combinations of spirits that you can do to still have a balanced cocktail and make it taste good. So don't stress. It's fun. It's all fun. Wow. Just talking is whee. So 2 ounces of St. George Spirits Terroir Gin. And you know what? I don't want to make this feel left out, so come join the shot party. Maybe it'll make me talk better. Or not. All right. Now, when you do salt, oh boy, it's best to kind of stir it without ice first. A warmer solution is going to dissolve the salt faster. If it's too cold, it won't dissolve as well and won't get as thoroughly incorporated. And you can just see right in there. Oh, I mean, you can't. I can. That the salt is dissolved. It doesn't take long. Again, you're not using a whole lot of salt either. All right, so let's ice this bad boy. Let's prep our glass first. How about that? Maybe we should get our garnish ready, or not. Okay, so you're just gonna spray it. And again, the atomizer, it sounds so fancy. A little crappy spray bottle thing. It's just a really nice way to, if you're doing a rinse of a glass, because it really coats it well, and like you're not really left, okay, a couple drops, or like you're not really left with waste. Sometimes if you pour it in and swirl it, you can go too heavy, then you're wasting it, and that's sad to waste a good absinthe. All right, ice. Oh, and geez, come on. Now I'm offending absinthe, so. Basically just had the whole cocktail already. in pieces. All right, get your ice. Don't splash too much. Whew. This ice is melting. It's warm today. I know it's not Phoenix warm, but it's warm. I shit you not, it is warm. All right, here we go. My jigger's moving. So again, because it's warm, I don't want to stir too long. I don't want to over dilute this. So a little way to test, sometimes you'll see some bartenders do, you know, you put a little drop on the back of your hand. Cool. And that, yes, it's for taste. Excuse me. I spit into my own drink. It's also for checking like dilution rate. You can tell if it's cold enough. You can see how it feels in your mouth. If it's like, it's too hot still. So on and so forth. I'm planning on doing a couple episodes tonight, so you should tune in for the next ones, because who the hell knows what else I'm going to say wrong. All right, so we're gonna do a lemon twist still. I think, you know, that's in the classic Alaska, and I think it will work for this one too. All right, now this one I am gonna just do my super simple, the only fancy-ish thing I do, and it's not even fancy. So I'm just cutting the garnish. So you cut it vertical. Trim the edges so you have like a nice clean rectangle, and just cut the ends on an angle. And then you make a little slit right in the middle, like that. Hello. Little Eye of Sauron thing. Fold it, and then you just put it right on the rim. And it's the easiest semi-fancy garnish you'll ever make. Because again, I'm not a big garnish guy. All right, there is your Southeast Alaska. It's a little cloudy, maybe like the water in the Inside Passage. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's more up my alley. I think I'm not really getting the smoke, to be honest, from the salt. I think I'm only getting the saline. I'm not getting any of the smoke from the salt. I got a little bit of that saltiness, but not the smoke. I would probably kick out the salt, to be honest, and then maybe even, I might bump up the chartreuse a little bit, maybe 3/4 and 1/4, or even just keep it still at half, 3/4 and 1/2. Use a larger glass, and then, what if we did, I like the absinthe rinse, is good, it's giving that little note. What if instead of the lemon, we did a little smoky Isla Scotch spritz on top to get some of that smoky notes? That's something to think about. Well, as you can see, it's not an exact science. It's just fun. It still tastes good. I still like it. I'm still gonna enjoy it. You bet your ass. But it's, you know, it's fun. We're having fun. Aren't we having fun? I'm having fun. I'm gonna stop talking because I don't know what's gonna come out next. Cheers, my friends. Enjoy Brian's music. You stay right there. I'll be right back for you. I will see you shortly. Ciao, bellas.